Hello HUD House Hunters, it's Donnie Corum with Colorado Springs ForeclosureDeals.com. Well, first off, thanks again for tuning in. We hope you enjoy our videos. We're going to be bringing you some incredible foreclosures in this week's episodes. Today, we bring you 322 East San Miguel. Now this home features 4 bedrooms, 1 bath, a 2-car garage, and if you're familiar with the San Miguel area, you know it's in the downtown area, so real close to Uinta and I-25, just on the outskirts of downtown Colorado Springs. Wonderful neighborhood, nicer, older homes, and this particular home is a great deal. With $200,000 as a purchase price, you're in a neighborhood that comfortably supports $250,000 to $260,000, and this thing is cosmetically challenged, but beyond that, it's already been remodeled. I think you're going to like what you see. Come on in, let's take a look. So we're inside of 322 East San Miguel, and as we walk in, you walk into a very long room that stretches from here all the way through the kitchen to the back of the house. Now you got to keep in mind, this is turn-of-the-century architecture. This home was built in the 1930 era, so everything's going to seem a little bit dated and antiquated, but that's actually the charm behind this house, because you're buying the dated and antiquated nature in a neighborhood that pays a premium for the square footage to be in this location and get this dated, antiquated nature. So if you like old homes, you're absolutely going to adore this property. As we walk in, you've got a real wood-burning fireplace here. So layout here, this would be an excellent location to modernize this room and put your plasma television, set your couch out over here, and you've got kind of an informal living room area. Option B in what they were doing is they actually had a TV on this side, so you could set down an entertainment center, but you can tell from where they had the cable outlets there, that's where they located their TV. We continue this way into the dining room. So you've got a chandelier that hangs down here, and you would just kind of set down your formal dining table here, and you've got some built-in cabinets and etc. for storage of the glasses and your plates or things like that. So again, this thing is just wrought with old world charm, but it's at a price that you really can't get this much square footage for in this neighborhood anywhere else but right here. So that makes it a really good deal. We continue on into the kitchen area. And the kitchen's actually been pretty modernized. Now they put newer oak cabinets in here, which right now just need a good oak polish. They retiled the floors, so you've got a Spanish tile here on the floors, and then you've got newer cabinets on top as well. So in general, beyond just giving this a bit of a facelift, you've already got your appliance package, and you've got all the modern amenities of a typical kitchen, and it's a pretty good size to boot, so that's definitely a benefit. It continues on into another dining area back here. Now this is nice. This is a bright open area. So this could be maybe your informal dining. Right off of the kitchen, you just sit down your breakfast table. Right here in the center, you got a place to eat. You just bring the food directly over. So I definitely enjoy the layout there. Now this bedroom here has got a nice 2-tone paint on it. Beautiful hardwood floors, which have to be relatively recent because they don't need a whole heck of a lot. What I love about old houses that you're starting to see in more modern property is the base trim. They used to put big, massive, that's got to be 8 inches of base trim on this thing, and that is pretty much throughout on the property. The other thing that was ornate was the crown molding across the top. So, a lot of nice old style, old world features in this home, but it has been modernized in relatively recent times. Continuing on, we find the bathroom. So you could argue that the room we were in was the master because it is attached, but they didn't really differentiate the master in this area. So that's kind of just what you decide to do with it. I love the clawfoot tub here. You're a big fan of that. A lot of people love that. And of course you got your shower stall and everything that's set up here and plumbed in for that. Newer, nicer fixtures throughout. So they've updated everything. Here's your toilet over here, and of course your sink. Another really good sized room, again with the hardwood floors, the really thick base trim throughout. Nice windows in this thing, and even the window treatments are included. These are really nice blinds that are on here that are going to definitely let in a lot of natural light when you need to, but can shut it out just as easily for you. So there's your other bedroom on this level. This property also features a loft. We're going to head on upstairs and take a look at that. Come along. So we're upstairs in the loft area at the San Miguel property. And as you can see, this is just a decent sized room. It's not very tall in the ceilings, and it's arched with the roof, which is very common for when they finished out these upper attic areas. It is a fully functional bedroom though. You could set your bed out over here, or you could make this your office. And then as you continue back here, you've got some built-in shelving. And actually a pretty good sized walk-in closet, which, that's a modern architecture theme that certainly wasn't considered when this property was built. So although it is very old, it's got a lot of updates to make it feel more recent, and you just can't beat the neighborhood. This area is famous, you know, close to Divine Redeemer, close to the old North End, close to downtown Colorado Springs if you're into hanging out down there. It's close to those real central parts of town. It's very difficult to find a house like this for under $250 or $260. But this thing is on sale for only $202,000. And, you know, we've seen a lot of the square footage here, but we haven't even seen the basement yet. It was mostly unfinished, but it does feature another bedroom. We're going to head down there and take a look at that before we go. Come on. So we're in the basement at San Miguel. You got to keep in mind that most basements were kind of afterthought when they built houses in this era. Okay, so this might have even been dug out after the house was built, but if it was built with the house, they weren't considering it living space when it was built, and that's why it doesn't really feel like a living area. However, we are standing in a basically functional bedroom minus the lack of a closet. So you could definitely put somebody down here. What it's going to need is adding some base trim perhaps to the floor. Perhaps doing something with that window, but this adds the fourth and final bedroom to the property. So, you know, definitely do have some living space. Outside of this room, we have a basement where your laundry facilities and everything could go. You know, like I said, we had laundry upstairs, but you can certainly put it down here because you got plumbing down here for it. And though it's kind of dark, you might not be able to see this, we have a sort of low-hanging cellar area here. It's not as tall as the bedrooms. But the water heater definitely looks newer, and the furnace definitely looks relatively recent. So the major utilities on this property are in pretty good shape. And again, despite the fact that it's old, it's been heavily modernized over the years. It definitely does not show its age, but still gives you that old world charm that you're looking for. Let's check out the backyard, the two-car garage, and we'll get you rolling. We're out back at 322 San Miguel, and I really hope you've enjoyed this house. There's a lot of old world charm to it, but this is one of those things you absolutely got to see in person to fully appreciate. So give me a call. This is the backyard area. And as you can see there, they got a deck here that's partially covered with the awning from the house, but it gives you a nice place to sit. Now the stucco that you're seeing here is a match with the house, and this is a full oversized two-car detached garage. So it has alley access from over here that allows you to pull the car in, and then the rest of it's just kind of storage. You'll notice that over here there's a lot of flagstone patio area, so this is where you can hang out and play with the kids. So this is basically your backyard area. And you know, these houses are not known for having large lots. You know, the lots were cut very tight in this area because land was sparse and they wanted to kind of keep things tightened together. So smaller lots means less maintenance. This is a house where you can move into an old school neighborhood at a price that you really can't do anywhere else. As always, guys, the best way to see this property is to give me a call. Number's at the bottom of the screen. It's 719-649-2500. Don't forget, I know a lot of you do, but make sure you hit us up on the website, www.coloradospringsforeclosuredeals.com, the leading resource for foreclosures in and around the Colorado Springs area. And as always, just keep tuning in, guys. We're going to bring you the best deals that Colorado Springs has to offer all year long. This is where you're going to find them, and if you take action, you're going to find yourself a good deal. With that, this is Donnie Corum with ColoradoSpringsForeclosureDeals.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.